bro. Hey, glad I can get you on here tonight, man. I appreciate you carving out a little bit of your time, man, to get on the pod with me tonight, man. I see you at
Hmm.
work, so I ain't gonna hold too much of your time though.
Nah, you good, man. You know how this staff do this shit is, bro. Like we be here all night, so I got
Yeah,
time, bro.
you got time. All right. Yeah, yeah, bro. All right, bro. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the intro and then we'll go ahead and get started, man.
Okay.
Hey, hey, so what the business is, you already know who it is. It's your boy coming through with a little bit more of that photo culture. And this evening, I got another one of my past drill sergeant leader homies from the Drill Sergeant Academy on here. Go chop it up a little bit and talk a little army, talk a little life, talk a little fatherhood. But without further ado, I ain't gonna talk too much. I'm gonna let him introduce yourself. Hey, so whenever you introduce yourself, man, just tell the people who you are, bro, where you from, and what you do in the military.
All right. All right. Yeah. So, Philip Pearson, used to be drill sergeant leader Pearson. All right. I'm from Jacksonville, Florida, Duval. If you didn't know. All
Okay.
right. I'm a I'm a 35 November, which is a signals intelligence analyst. So military intelligence. I've been doing this for it'll be 14 years in September.
Okay.
Um, Yeah, so I'm gonna be here for a while, probably till like August, and I'm dipping off to Brad.
Okay. Hell yeah. Hey, good deal, bro. Good deal, man.
Oh, for
Hey,
sure.
yes, sir. Hey, so we'll go ahead and jump in, bro. Tell me this,
Mm.
man. How's life?
It's good, man. It's good. It's not where I wanted to be, but it's
Yeah.
never gonna be where I wanted to be if that makes sense,
Yeah.
right?
I get it.
Try and get that light to cut back on, whatever.
Yeah. You
But
good?
yeah, it's never gonna be where I wanted to be. But that's just how I am, bro. Like I'm gonna keep striving to be better and better. But it's good, man. Living with my lady. I'm gonna be here, like I said, till August. She not leaving here because she works here too. We're not
Yeah.
leaving here until she's not leaving here till next year, October. So
Right.
I'm gonna probably be deployed by the time she get to me. But
Yeah.
shoot, man, it's been good, man. I did my times at DSL without any investigations, not getting in trouble, none of that crazy
Yeah.
stuff. You know, I can go.
Yeah.
Um, I finished one of my goals in the military, man. That was to be a drill sergeant, and I finished off well above that as a drill sergeant leader. So,
Yes, sir.
um, life is good, bro. Life is good.
Hell yeah. Good deal, man. Good deal. Hey, yeah, man. I ain't know how long you was gonna be out there, bro. When I left, man, I was always thinking like, man, how much longer bro got out there? And then I finally saw you posted pictures of when you had debelted, bro. And I was like, okay, okay, bro, done now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, man. So when I got here, like you was out the door, but
yeah.
I had 2 years, bro. Like I came off the trail like after a year, like
Mhm.
straight after a year. So,
Okay.
I was gonna be here for these 2 years. That they push it to 3 years, and then I extended 2 months so that I can have my baby girl at my ceremony,
Yeah.
and then that was it. That's all she wrote.
Hey, that's good, bro. Hey man. And good you was able to bring your good you was able to bring your daughter up there, man, to be able to e- experience that time with you, bro. I know that was special to you.
Oh, definitely, definitely, bro. Because I tried to get her to come to my belting ceremony, but you know how that shit goes sometimes.
Yeah, definitely, bro. You already know
Yeah.
I know, bro. I got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Hey, hey. So tell me a little bit about your upbringing, man. You say you're from Duval, bro. So tell me a
Duval
little bit
County.
about your upbringing, bro.
All right, so I was with my mom, single mom, for a little while. She got married
Mhm.
when I was like 7, 8 years old, to my stepdad. Um, then we moved into bigger house. So I had a two-parent household for the majority of my life, right?
Right,
So um, after that, mom and stepdad got divorced, and then I ended up going off to college at UF. Went up there, kind of like went buck wild for a little bit,
hmm
and then came back, started working. I ain't like that shit. I was like, man, I can't be working this little dead end shit. So
Yeah,
I went ahead and I'll call him back. I went ahead and decided with my god brother. I was like, hey, bro, we got to figure something out. Like, cause I can't keep doing this. And he was
yeah,
like, all right, what you gonna do? And I was like, shh, we got to figure something out. So we just
yeah,
sat there brainstorming for a little bit. He was like, man, let's go to the Air Force. And I was like, all right, let's do that. Right. So we went in there, we took the test, and like the pretest or whatever, and they was like, y'all both scored like pretty high, right? So I went in there with the mindset. I was like, I only want two things. I want MI or I want medical, right?
Yeah.
And then um brother was the same way because my god brother was the same way because his mom was a nurse. So he was like, we going that route. Whichever one we get is what we get. So we ended up doing that, and he couldn't go in because he had his son at the time, and he had some outstanding tickets as well. So he was just like, bro, I don't know how I'm gonna handle this. Let's just hold off for now. And I was
Yeah.
like, all right. He was like, maybe the army accept us with these out. Like he had outstanding tickets. I was good, but he
Yeah.
was like, maybe the army will accept us. And I was like, all right, let's go check out the army, right? Like we
Yeah.
wasn't committing or nothing. Like we were just going to check it all out. And I'll never forget this day, right? So we walk in, and the army knew what they was doing, but they sicked the only female in there, and she was fine as hell. And me and my brother, we 19 years old, and she walk up, hey, how y'all boys doing? We was both like, oh, and then she's like, hey, how y'all
Yeah.
doing? Like, welcome to the army recruiter. We like, oh shit, like this what it's like in the army, but we might well go ahead and right.
Yeah.
But we refocused, and then we was like, hey, so this is what we want. Am I a medical? The usual stuff, right? And then
Yeah.
that's when that's when we decided, all right, we're gonna do this. So he was like, we're gonna join under the buddy system. We was like, all right, cool, we're gonna ship out same time, right? So I started to sign up and all that stuff. He had to finish off his tickets or whatever. And then I'm in a DEP program, the delayed entry program or whatever. And
Yeah.
he just decides, hey, bro, I'm gonna go back to the Air Force. That boy went back to the Air Force. But
Damn.
like, yeah, so he dipped on my ass and then he left before me. And I'm like, damn, bro. But
Yeah.
like I used to be mad at him, but I ain't mad at him no more. But then I like I said, I got in the army or whatever, and at that point it's all she wrote, bro. Like I done been to all these different places. First duty station was Korea. You know how that
Yeah.
is. And then followed
Yep.
that with Germany. So by the time I was done with that, bro, I could probably drink anybody under the table.
Yep.
Um, but then like I had to mature like fast because I went to JSOC at Bragg, right?
Right.
Um, didn't mature fast enough, got kicked out of there because I got into it with a Marine E7, and I'm just a little lowly E5 at that point. So they got me up out of there, and then I went to Augusta, over at Fort Eisenhower. At the time, it was what was it? What it used to be? I
What
forgot.
the- Oh, man. What is the hell, bro? Man, they that
I can't
man
remember.
been changing shit back it up for it, bro. I'm trying
Fort
to remember myself. You ain't,
Eisenhower.
it ain't
It don't matter.
it
It
ain't
don't matter.
Gordon, is it? Nah, it ain't
Gordon.
Gordon.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was at Gordon, and then that's where I had my daughter. And
Okay.
that's when the whole fatherhood thing started. And at that point,
Yep.
like I wasn't even where I needed to be, like financially. So I was just like, "Ooh, right." So
Yeah.
that was a wake up call for me. So
Okay.
then I started to lock in, and at the time, me and her mom had just gotten married, right? And then um ended up going down to Tampa. So I went down to Tampa, down there for a little bit. I got tired of that. Like I love the life down there. It was fun. Like the
Yeah.
the city of
Yeah.
Tampa. Like,
Yeah.
bro, like
It's fun, but
they won the Super Bowl while I was down there. They won the
yeah.
Stanley Cup twice when I was down there, bro. It was lit. But
Yeah.
then
It
I
was
was
live
like,
when you were there. Yeah.
bro, I feel like I'm the good luck charm, bro. Cause I came up here and they started winning championships in basketball. So it might be me, bro. So
No, I'm telling you.
but hey,
Yeah.
bro. But yeah, so then I volunteered to go drill, man. I went over to Benny. And during that time, me and her mom started going through a divorce too. So that was like a real rough time for me. Like real
Yeah.
rough time. So I wanted to figure out a way that I can spend more time with her. So that's when I came up here. And I've spent more time with her, but it's still pretty hard to, you know, get that time with my baby like I wanted to be. But
Yeah.
I did my time. Went through the whole 2 years here, you know, and yeah,
And we here now. I got you.
we here now,
Yes,
bro.
sir.
We here.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Hey, I definitely appreciate you sharing that, bro. Going into your
Mhm.
personals and all that, man. Let me ask you this, bro. Like when you first joined, did you know you wanted to be a drill sergeant, or did that just come on you when you like got in and then you saw like, man, I want to try this? Or like, was that something that you was gonna do whether you joined the Air Force or the Army? Did you think that drill sergeant would be something that you would actually do?
So no, initially no. Like if I would have joined the Air Force, probably not.
Okay.
Um, but it depends. It depends on who my leaders were. But the reason
Yeah.
I wanted to be a drill sergeant was because of my drill sergeant, right?
Okay.
So if they didn't have the same impact, I wouldn't have wanted to be a drill. Um, but my drill sergeant, who's now I think he made sergeant major. I think he's either at the academy or just graduated.
Okay.
Um, his name's Harris, Thomas
Mhm.
Harris.
Okay.
Um, and I seen him again like right before he went to the academy as a first sergeant. And I was a E6 at that point. He was talking to me, talking about how proud he was and all that stuff. So it's like it still kind of came full circle. And I told him that's something that I want to do, and he was like, "Yeah, go for it."
Yes,
So
sir.
that was always a goal. That was one of my goals once I joined.
Yeah.
Like after I
Okay.
got out of basic training, I was like, and then I went to AIT, and I was always one of the better cadence callers in AIT because our platoon sergeants didn't want to march us, so I was marching us, and I was
Yeah.
always louder than everybody. And then everybody was like, "Bro, you should just go be a drill sergeant when you make that when you make the rank." And I was like, "I don't know." And then I got to Korea, was calling cadence during the runs, and everybody
Mhm.
just like, "Bro, you're gonna be a drill sergeant one day." And they just like people kept saying it and saying it and saying it. And it was already in my head at first. So I was just like, all right, shit.
Yeah.
I mean, just go and do it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what happened.
Okay. They spoke it into existence for you, bro. That's
Yeah.
all that
I
was,
mean,
bro.
I knew I knew I was gonna do it eventually, but
Yeah.
people kept telling me, like, bro, that's you.
Okay.
That's you. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna
I
just
get
go
you.
ahead and drop it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Yeah. I got you. Okay.
yeah.
All right, bro. Hey, let me ask you this, man. I know when we first got on, bro, you had mentioned your daughter, and you was happy that she was able to be able to come up and experience your D belting, bro. So let me ask
Yeah.
you, what drives you to be a great father, like a good dedicated dad? Because I know everybody's reasoning different, bro. So what's your reasoning? What's your why behind being a great father?
I mean, I got a couple reasons. Um, First, that's my seed, right? So like, what would I be if I didn't take care of what I created? Right.
Right.
So that's one. Um, Two is the stigma behind being a black man and being a father, right?
I surely do.
Um,
Sir.
yeah, and as much as people like to say, hey, black men aren't there, black men are horrible fathers, they just make baby mamas and broken families and all that shit. I wanted to do it the right way, right?
Yeah.
Um, Like, I have a great relationship with my biological father, right? But like, let's be real, like Pops wasn't there as much as he
Yeah.
needed to be, right? He had his own shit going on, and I don't hold that against him. Like, I was a very understanding kid, so I didn't hold grudges and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um, but I wanted to be there, and I have a little girl too, bro, and I see how, and I don't want to say it, but I see how a lot of women in this world are these days.
Okay.
Like the provocativeness, like not having respect for themselves and stuff like that. And I don't want my baby to turn out to be that way.
Right.
Um, it's a lot of things, bro. Like there's so much joy in being a dad that a lot of people miss out on, bro. And it's like every time I see her, it's like every time I see her, the innocence, like the love, the unconditional love, like there's nothing like it, man. There's nothing
Yeah.
like being a dad, bro. Probably the closest thing to it is being a mom, but we can't be that. So,
Yeah. Yeah. You can't
um,
be that.
yeah,
Yes, sir.
exactly, right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's nothing like being a dad, bro. I love my baby girl to the ends of the earth, man. Like I don't play about my baby.
Gotcha. Yes, sir. Hey, man.
Yeah,
Um, I appreciate you saying that, bro, because I know that's deep for you, man. But I agree with you, man. It's nothing like being a dad, and I said this on a previous podcast I had, man. I say I don't understand or I don't get the reasoning behind why somebody doesn't want to be in their children's lives, right? Like, and then I
yeah,
also said, like, I understand whether it's the bickering back and forth with the other parent or the other parent is trying to stop you from doing this and then you have all that drama going on. So I get there's reasoning
yeah,
behind why somebody can't be or can't be in their children's lives as much as they want to be, bro. But if you have the opportunity and you have that freedom and that space to be a good father, I feel like there ain't no excuse in the world for you not to be a good
Nah,
father,
bro.
bro. Because
It
I was
ain't.
the same way, bro. Um, my son didn't ask to be here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm one of the deciding factors on why he's on this earth. So it would be against, it would break my heart for me to wake up one day to be like, I'm not gonna be there for you. I'm not gonna answer your phone call. I'm not gonna do this for you. That shit will break my heart, bro. So I'm 100% with you on that, bro. Being a father is like our duty, bro. Like, and as
Yeah.
black men, like just like you said, with that stigma, bro. It's so much stigma out there because you see so much negativity behind the ones that aren't in their children's lives. It make all us look bad to where people think that we all bad. So that's why that stigma just carries on for years and years and years. And now we got this freaking dark cloud over our head to think that black men just make babies and leave. When that
Exactly,
ain't
bro.
the
It's a
case, bro,
constant.
it's some good fathers out here. It's some great fathers out here, but
Greatness.
people don't realize that because there's so much stigma behind saying that quote unquote, we ain't shit. All we do is lay up and
Yeah.
make a baby and then lead a mom. And then there's so many single moms, but people don't realize some of the things that real fathers go through,
Yeah. And
especially
one
if
thing
you're
I
not
always
with,
say,
yeah, especially if you're not with the other parent. It's so
yeah,
much more shit that people don't understand that real fathers go
100%,
through.
bro. 100%. Like one thing I always say is that, like, yeah, it's some deadbeat dads out there, but it's a lot of trifling ass deadbeat moms that make it extremely difficult for men that want to be in their child's life, and that shit doesn't
Mhm.
make any sense at all.
At
Just
all.
because you salty about whatever went down with you and the father, there's no reason for you to put the child in the middle, right?
Yeah.
Like, it should always be about the benefit of the child instead of being for the benefit of you. Like, you want money, you want this, you want that, right? So why is it that my child has to suffer because you want to be salty? Like, if I say I want to come get my baby for the summer, right? It shouldn't be no issues with packing up some clothes for her. It shouldn't be no issues with getting her a physical to put her in daycare or something like that. You see what I'm saying? Make it
Yeah.
easy for me so I could come give you that relief. As much as I don't fuck with you or like you, I'm doing this for my baby. I don't care what you got going on. Go do what you
Yeah.
doing for the summer. Go have your hot girl summer. I got my baby. You ain't got to worry about her, right? So
Yeah.
that's the type energy that a lot of fathers get, right? They get that salty, like, just bitter energy from a lot of the women that they deal with. And I it's funny, like, I hear this all the time too, that the bad baby mamas always get the good fathers, and the good fathers, I mean, the,
Oh,
the good mothers always get the bad baby daddies, right? So it's
yeah.
like it never come together, right? It
Yeah.
never have like you could just co-parent. Y'all might not fuck with each other, but y'all know who y'all in it for, right? And
Yes,
just
sir.
work as a team. Hey, I've always been that type, bro. Like her mommy and her mom don't get along like that, like,
Yeah.
at all. Like, I don't even like talking to her. But one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure that she got enough money to take care of my child. Now, if she don't use it the way she's supposed to use it,
Yeah. That's on her.
I can't control that. I can't control
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah.
But bro, I get bread, bro. Bread. From the time me and her split, the courts ain't had to tell me to give her no money. Now she went to try and get some more,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
the court never had to tell me to give her money, bro, because she got my child. You see what I'm saying? Like, she got my baby. Like, ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing else to say.
Yeah.
Now, if I go get now, once I get to a point where I can go get my baby from her, I'm not gonna do that. But other than that, bro, like,
Yes, sir.
I just want to defy the stigma. Like, I
Yeah.
hate hearing it all the time. Like, I hate it. Like, it grinds my gears hearing
Yeah.
how
Me
black
too.
men are talked about, you know what I'm saying, on a regular basis. So it's
Hmm.
like, I just want to break the stigma. I want to be that good father. I want to be that upstanding person that, like, like, my baby, like, she seemed like, if somebody say, "Oh, I bet your daddy wasn't this," my baby will stand up, "Man, you better stop talking about my daddy like that. The fuck wrong with you?" You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
Yeah.
that's the type of energy, like, I want to give my baby. She could be proud of me. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, and that's why that's part of why I keep going, right? So she can see what type of man she need to have in her life.
Right.
right? Like a man that's gonna take care of her, take care of her family. Like, yeah, the home was broken and for whatever reason, right? But she understands that I'm gonna always be there for her.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
unconditional love from her father, right? Because her
Yeah.
father is the first example of love from a man that she's gonna experience. And
Hmm.
that's always been something that's in the back of my mind, right? It's like I want her to understand that I'm gonna always be there for her because I don't want anybody to like show her something and she thinks it's something new and something great and they can take advantage of her through that, right? So it's
Yeah.
that's really what I be thinking about. I think about that shit all the time, bro. Like it's it's hard to deal with not being around my baby, man.
Yeah.
Cause I was there with her during COVID, bro. Like it was me and
Yeah.
her all through COVID, changing diapers, potty training, all that stuff, bro. Like a lot of dudes don't get to experience that. Her mama was working because her mom medical. So
Yeah.
it was just me, like I'm army, so I'm getting paid regardless. It was me and her. Me and her. She was one. She was one. And throughout that whole year, I'm teaching her ABCs, teaching her numbers, just all that stuff, bro.
Yeah.
So
Definitely. Yeah.
yeah, a lot of dudes don't get that type of bond because a lot of people be like, oh, he just put all the duties on the mom and let her do this and that. I was like, nah, bro, I was the breadwinner, but I was a stay at home dad, a real
Yeah.
life stay at home dad, bro.
Yeah.
Cleaning,
Real life,
cooking,
baby.
I was doing
Yeah.
all that shit, bro.
I'm telling you,
Cleaning,
bro.
cooking, taking care of my baby, making sure the bills paid. I was doing all that shit, bro.
Yeah. Telling you, bro. A lot of people don't understand, man, that behind the scenes stuff, bro. A lot of people don't see it and they'll never know about it because ain't nobody ever gonna talk about it, bro.
Exactly.
So they really don't know the grind that real fathers put in. Like, they
Sacrifices.
yeah, the sacrifice is real, bro. Trust me, bro. Listen,
Yeah.
though, I tell you, man, because I started early, bro. Man, man, look,
Mhm.
I started fresh out of high school, bro. Well, I was at the end of my senior year, bro, and my baby mama had got her pregnant, bro. My son 19 right now, bro. So
Damn.
I said, look, man, I've been raising kids, hey, bro. I've been raising kids since I was a kid. So I tell you this,
It's
bro.
crazy work.
Yeah, bro. So I've been through it all, man. Especially with still been in high school, bro. Not even having found my self of what I was gonna be at, bro. Because I was 17 when I graduated.
Yeah.
So I'm going into the world with a child, bro. So yeah, sometimes it was hard, bro. But one thing I never did, I never gave up, I never quit, and I was always gonna be a father to my child, bro. Because similar like you, man. My parents had split up. Like for the majority of my life, I had both parents also, bro. But my parents split up when I was 12, and my daddy had went his way and done whatever he did, bro. And then it was just me and my mama. And then that's when we had moved down to Ocala. You know Ocala. I know. Yeah, I know you know
Yeah.
Ocala. Yeah,
Yeah. Gator
yeah.
country,
We
baby.
had. Yeah, 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 yeah. We had moved down there, bro. And it was me and my mama on our own, bro.
Hmm.
So I became the man of the house, bro. Like we was struggling, and then I went and had got a job at an early age, and I was helping her out with
Yeah.
some of the bills and stuff around the house, bro. So I had to grow up fast. So when I approached the whole fatherhood thing, bro, I kind of was like, all right, I'm already working. I'm already doing this, bro. So I kind of had a level head with having a child young because I kind of was already out in on the world. But it still was tough, bro. But a lot of people don't realize, bro, like being a good father and the sacrifice that we actually make, bro. So everything that you just said, bro, 100% spot on, bro. But a lot of
Yeah.
people don't understand or realize that real fathers sacrifice shit, bro.
A
And
lot.
and we don't ask for freaking recognition. Well, of course we want to be thought of as that we're actually doing our job and that we actually work something, but we don't
Yeah.
be out there uh riling up and talking about, oh, I did all this for my child, I did this. No, bro, I ain't
But
got time for all that, bro. My child
for
knows what I did. My child knows
Mhm.
me, and that's all
Yeah.
that freaking matters, bro. I ain't got time to be. I
That's the
don't care
only
what nobody
appreciation
say.
I need.
Yeah, yeah, because look at this. Like whenever you go ask that child, like, Like even if you and the mom ain't on good terms, bro. Like you'll ask the mom and she might say one thing, but you go ask her the child, and the child want to go with daddy. I want to
Hmm.
see my daddy. I want to go to my
Yeah.
daddy house. I want to do it. See,
Hmm.
but people don't realize, and they be like, "Well, I thought that your mom said that your daddy wasn't nothing. And why you always want to go to your daddy house? That must mean that your daddy doing something that
Yeah.
nobody knows about because don't nobody talk about it.
100%.
You see what
And
I'm
the
talking
stuff
about,
that's
bro?
gonna get talked about is the stuff that's it's either taken out of context
Yep.
or it's just gonna be something negative for no reason. And
Telling you.
that's just what it is, bro. Like I can't tell you how much crazy stuff my daughter's mom used to say about me online to other
Mhm.
people. Like people come to me, like, you did this for her? I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about?
What you talking
Hell no,
about?
I
Yeah.
ain't do that. Like, so it is what it is, man. I just let people
I got it.
talk. Um, like as long as my baby know like
Yeah.
who her daddy is and she know that I love her, bro. I don't give a fuck what she say or what she do.
I'm telling you,
You see what
bro.
I'm
All the
saying?
rest of that, yeah. All the rest of that don't even matter,
It's
bro. As
just,
long as you're doing
it's
whatever
just
you're
talk,
supposed to
bro.
do, that's all it is. Yes, sir.
It's
Yes,
just talk.
sir. Yes, sir. All right, bro. Hey, man, I appreciate you tapping into that soft spot, bro. Because I know them
Yeah.
kids, bro. Yeah, but I appreciate that though. Hey, so know you at work, bro. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit you with the
Mhm.
final remarks, man. You got
So
anything you want to say to the people, bro? Any motivation you want to give to the younger soldiers, to help them stay afloat, to keep their head up or whatever, bro? Anything you want to say to the people right now?
um so one thing I want to say is just keep pushing. Like don't let nobody play in your face to the point where um you kind of like give up. And
Mhm.
also when it comes to like this is one thing I had to learn on my own, right? Don't let one duty station, if this is your first duty station or anything like that, don't let one duty station ruin the whole army for you, right? Like you might have a bad leader on your first one that put a bad taste in your mouth when it comes to what the army's like. But right after that, you can have one of the best leaders that you will ever have in the army, right? So um and then one thing you can also do is just keep progressing and become that leader that you wanted from those leaders before you, right? So you
Yeah,
know what bad is, right? So just go ahead and break the mold. Be the person that you wanted as a leader and pay it forward to the next generation. All right. I can make it a little bit personal for me, right? So one thing I've always suffered from in the army is imposter syndrome, bro. I feel like every level that I've gotten to, I just feel like, bro, I'm not ready for this, right?
yeah,
But I've excelled. Like, just do it. Just go out there and do it. Put yourself in that situation. Be comfortable with being uncomfortable. That's one thing I've been told my whole entire career, but for some reason I still have imposter syndrome. But
yeah,
every step of the way that I've gone, man, I've excelled. I've done well. Like I never thought I'd make E7, bro. I thought E6 was where I was gonna top out.
yeah,
Right. So um that's it, man. It's just keep pushing. Don't give up. Like especially like it's you still deal with all types of like different little I ain't gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it. Like you deal with racism in the army too, man. You deal with racism in the
mm,
different branches, right? So
yeah,
like recognize it, but don't let it pipe you up. Like be in control of your temperature. Understand, all right, I'm just gonna like, push that person over here. I'm not gonna deal with them like that, right? So
right,
um that'll help you kind of progress, right? And just the best way to deal with a person like that is to succeed, is to excel, right? And that way, um, you pretty much slapping them in the face when you succeed because they don't want you to succeed, and don't think any type of like negative energy that you get from somebody of a different race in the army means that they're being racist either. Like that's one thing I hate, right? People are
yeah,
like, oh, you targeting me just because you did something and now they on your ass. Like if you
all right.
continue to do shit, like and that person is in charge of you and they notice it, they're gonna keep getting on your ass. I mean,
They're gonna
we
be
we
on
notice
your
that
ass.
shit at drill
Yeah,
sergeants, right? Like,
yeah, yeah,
we have them privates, they be like, oh well drill sergeant's targeting me. But you keep doing shit when everybody else is in line. Everybody else is locked up. Everybody else is disciplined, but you over here moving the same thing with the force as a whole, right?
Yeah,
If you standing out, like if you that nail that's stuck out, you're gonna get hammered down, right? So um I just want people to like don't make it about you. Keep it strictly business, right? You can form your bonds and shit in the army. Like you can have
yeah,
your friends, your long life friends, right?
yeah.
But it's gonna be some people you gotta keep it strictly business with, and it is what it is.
Definitely, definitely, bro. I agree, man. You
Yeah,
can't have everybody in your circle, bro,
that
and you can't take advice from everybody. You can listen to what everybody says, but pick and choose what you choose to follow.
yeah.
Because there's a lot of people that's gonna give you that bad information, but it's up to you to decipher through and figure out what it is, bro. But
That's
one thing
another
that I
thing.
say, bro,
Stay in the regulations. Stay
hey,
in the
yes, sir,
regulations. Don't
yes,
let
sir,
nobody tell you what something is and what something isn't, right? Look it
yes,
up
sir,
yourself. If you look it up yourself, information is power.
yes,
Information
sir,
is power,
yes,
right?
sir.
Look
And
that
I
shit
like to,
up. Look it
yeah,
up.
and I like to tell people this here, man. But even though, and this is one thing I used to tell my candidates, man. I said, stop trying to always work in that gray area. Listen,
Mm-hmm.
I understand that it might be easier to do it an easier way, but you can't stay in the gray area for too long because eventually
Yeah.
your ass gonna get burnt because
Gonna
you
get
go,
got. Yes.
yeah, because you
You're
gonna
gonna get
think that
got.
ain't no, yeah, because you gonna think that don't nobody see it and ain't nobody paying attention, bro. But one day you gonna step too far into that gray area and your ass gonna get hemmed up. That's what I
Mm-hmm.
like. I like to tell people like if you gonna have your ways of getting shit done, okay. But at the same time, bro, sometimes you gotta reel that shit back in and be like, nah, man,
Yeah.
I ain't even focusing on that no more. I gotta stay the course. But I agree with you though,
Fact.
bro.
It's a
I
way to
agree with
cover
you.
your ass, man. It's a
Yes,
way to cover
sir.
your ass.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
cross your eyes, dot your T's.
Definitely, definitely.
Wait, what?
Hey,
Cross your T's, dot your eyes, man.
yeah,
You get what
cross
I'm trying
these
to say.
that time, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, it's all
But
good, bro. Hey,
yeah, but yeah, man, this army shit, bro, is easy, bro. Especially
yeah, it is.
for the young soldiers. Matter of fact,
Mhm.
the biggest piece of advice I give: get your degree while you young, while you got
Yeah,
the time, while you got the energy, and you ain't got all the responsibilities of being a leader. That's one
damn.
thing I wish my my senior leaders and any of my leaders in the army would have told me, man. Like, get your degree and get financially free. Don't be out there spending your little private checks on all the cool shit. Cause once you get to this rank, if you did what you need to do with your money, you'll get all the cool shit you want.
You get
Like,
everything you
bro, don't
want,
be,
bro.
bro,
I'm
I'm
telling
telling
you.
you, like all of you worried about
Telling
all
you.
the Hellcats and the Chargers and the
Yeah.
Camaros and shit, man. If you get your degrees, the free degree, first off, if
Yeah,
you active
yeah, the
duty
free
for
degree.
sure, free
Yeah,
degree, you're gonna get that free degree. You start saving all your money, save up your chips. Yes, put a little bit to the side that you could play with here and there. But
yeah.
most of your check, man, invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. And by the time you ain't even gotta wait till you're sergeant first class, right? You can go up to staff sergeant. If you did what you need to do while you was in your
Mhm.
private years as a specialist, as an E5, by the time you make it to a rank where you have responsibilities and stuff like that, you'll be taken care of. So whatever you want to do, like once you reach E5, because E5 is when the army really opens up to you.
Yeah,
Like once you reach E5, you can do whatever the hell you want to do. Whatever you want to do. Whether that's warrant, officer, like whether you want to go the long route and go make it to sergeant major, whatever it is that you want to do, set yourself up for that early on. Like whether and especially when it comes to finances and shit like that. And if you go into a MOS where you need a clearance, that finances shit that can affect you. So
mhm,
um
mhm.
just make sure that you take care of yourself, man. Invest in yourself early because you never know. And also go to sick call. Don't let nobody tell you not to go to sick call.
Hell yeah, bro. Get everything
Don't let nobody
documented.
tell you not to go to sick call.
Tell you that now.
Everything. Everything. Because you never know what could
Mhm.
happen in your career that can make you have to
Definitely.
get out, right? And you want all that stuff documented, right? And I saw somebody down in the chat talking about some you gotta be scared for a draft. It's a possibility. It is what it is, right?
It's what it is.
But right now we have enough in the volunteer force to where y'all don't really have to worry about it too much.
Yeah.
Um, But it's a possibility. It's always a possibility because if we got to go to war, we're gonna need people. So y'all should probably be getting in shape, start running, start learning how to shoot. You know what I'm saying? Um, but other than that, man, yeah, man,
Okay. Hey man.
yeah,
Hey, listen, bro. Hey, but you already know I was eventually gonna have to get you on here, man. And you already know, bro. We had to put them Florida boys up here, bro. But hey,
oh for sure,
again, bro. I appreciate you, man. I know you at work. I'm gonna let you get off of here to go handle what you got to do, bro. But I appreciate you coming
yeah,
on the platform, bro.
oh
I'm gonna
anytime, bro.
Yes, sir. Hey, I'm gonna chop all this up, man. I'm gonna share bits and pieces on all of the socials, bro, and I'll tag you in it, man. So you can see everything and you can share with your people,
Yeah.
man. So you can show your story to everybody, bro. But
Oh for sure. Oh,
yes, sir. But again, I appreciate you, bro, and go Gators. You already
go
know.
Gators, boy.
Yes,
Hey, Gator
sir.
boys,
Hey,
stay
it's
hot,
in there,
boy.
boy.
Hey, Gator boys, stay hot.
I'm
All
telling
right,
you.
fam.
Hey, all right, bro. Appreciate you, doc.
Yeah, peace.
Yes, sir.